Peace. Grace and peace, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me and see me. I am Kimberly Brown Phillips, Artistic Director and founder of Christ Center for Dance. And I am here today to give to you a webinar on CCD's programs. As you know, Christ Center for Dance is a nonprofit Christian-based entity. We teach group dance classes. We offer online dance certifications, online dance ministry programs. We also now have virtual dance classes for those of you that reside outside of where the CCD studio is located, which is in Philadelphia. You can now take classes virtually with us. So I am here today to walk you through all of our programs, and I do apologize for our delay. We were supposed to start this at 7:30, but I'm actually making sure that we are broadcasting on the CCD website as well as YouTube. Now, if you know nothing about this webinar, for those of you that did register for this, I am going to give you a free gift. I'm going to send that to you via email. But for those of you that did not register, you're still welcome. And I'm happy, more than happy, to walk you through everything. All right. So I am going to turn on my chat, and I'm also going to access the channel because I want to be able to answer any of your questions that you may have. All right. All right. So I do now see the chat. As we're going through, if you have any questions regarding any of the information that I am giving you, please feel free to ask me any questions at any time. All right. So I'm going to be switching screens on and off just so that you guys can have a visual presentation of what I'm going to be talking about today. We're not going to be long, so no worries there. But my ultimate goal is to provide you with as much information as I can. So let's just pop here and all right. And let me just switch out our screens here. Okay, so the purpose of this webinar is to give you an overview of, like I said, the virtual dance classes. So you can now take CCD classes online. The classes, I'm going to go through everything for you guys. We also have a dance ministry mentorship program. It is a great, awesome program. We have a number of women in that program now that we provide personalized coaching and mentorship. We also are going to be talking about our on-demand courses. We have several of those that you guys can choose from. We're also going to be talking about our certificate and certification programs, our liturgical dance study certificate, dance ministry training diploma certification, and our dance leadership training certification. And again, there are so many programs out there. I just want to make sure when you guys come on board at CCD, you know what you're getting into. You're aware of everything. Everything is laid out for you. Everything is crystal clear. And most of all, that you know that God is called you here. Now, like I said, there are a lot of great programs out there. And my goal and my purpose for today is to ensure and to make sure that your needs are met here at CCD. Our primary focus and goal is to teach and empower people to minister for the Lord through the arts. And He's given us an online vehicle now to be able to do that. And, you know, when you are here with us, you are a part of our family. You are a CCD student, and we make ourselves and avail ourselves to you as much and as best as we can, taking your suggestions, taking your feedback, trying to be as responsive and as quickly responsive as we possibly can, especially because these are online programs. Our goal is to, though you may be across the country, which we have graduates and students now in 9 countries, though you may be across the world, though you may reside in the US, we still want you to feel like you are a part of CCD. We still want you to know that we are here for you, that we are praying for you, and that we have your best interests at heart. Once you register and become a student, listen, we know that life happens. We know that sometimes there's financial restraints. We know that sometimes there's some difficulties. If you let us know, we are here for you, because our mission is not to make money. It is to teach and empower people. So as long as you're upfront with us and you let us know, then shake off that fear that you're like, I'm interested in the program, but I'm not sure. I don't know the cost, blah, blah, blah. Shake that off. If God has called you here, know that He will provide, and we will make ourselves available to you as much as we can. All right. So let's now get going. I'm going to switch my screens here, and we're going to get going, and we're going to talk about our courses and our programs. All right. So this email address, ccd.admission@gmail.com. ccd.admissions@gmail.com. This is going to be your go-to initially when you are a prospective student. So as you're entering into CCD, whether it is, even if you're in Philly or Jersey or Delaware, and you're interested in taking the group dance classes on site in Philadelphia, you would still contact ccd.admissions@gmail.com. From there, you would be, filtered, if you will, to the different programs that CCD has. All right. So then you would first start receiving emails from this email address. And then once you get registered into a particular program, that program will begin to email you. All right, guys. So let's first talk about our virtual dance classes. All right. So I'm going to give you the rundown on these first. Virtual dance classes. They are $35 a month. They start and end when you like. So you can hop on the CCD website, register today. You will have access to the virtual classroom today. You will have access for 1 month. Now, sometimes we do let it linger. So, it's normally like 35 days roughly that you have access to it until your next payment is due. Now, you can pay monthly. So you can just manually go on the CCD website and pay for your virtual dance class when you would like. Or we do have a partnership with PayPal that you can set up to have your payments automatically deducted from your bank account. A lot of our students have that so that, they don't have to remember. They just, have it automatically deducted. Now, if you do subscribe to that, you have the option to hop out of that whenever you want. You say, something's up with my paycheck, or, Christmas is coming and I want my money, I don't want it to be automatically deducted. You can cancel that on your end, and we can also help you with that. So no worries there. The virtual dance classes are introductory to intermediate level lyrical. I absolutely, love teaching the virtual dance classes. I really do. And I believe that our students enjoy them too. So if you're, asking, how does it work? Basically, it is me teaching at the CCD studio. Now, if you hop on the program now and you take the classes, or you go back and take some of the previous classes, you'll see me teaching in my home, right? Because the program was initially called From My Home to Yours. So because my daughter is now 13 months, matter of fact, you may hear her. She's 13 months. My house is now like baby world. So I can no longer teach the virtual dance classes in my living room. So we're teaching them in the CCD studio. So It's me teaching you, going step by step through ballet bar exercises, through warm up and stretch sets, through choreography, learning dances. We're also going to be adding an element of dance ministry training, only because if you were to take the classes in Philadelphia, you would get a blend. You would get about 10 minutes of dance ministry teaching, and then the duration of the class, either an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, would be on your technique, your across the floor training. All right. So the virtual dance classes they're going to replicate that, but they'll be sectioned off. Each virtual dance class video is approximately about 30 minutes long, and there's many to choose from. There's introductory level ones, there's beginner ones. I mean, you'll be able to read from the title, and you'll have access to this library of videos, and you can just pick and choose. You can watch the same one over and over and over and over and over and over and over, or each day, or however often you want to take a dance class. Just hop on the virtual dance class. You set up your own account with your own password. You have access whenever you want, 24 hours, 7 days a week, and new videos are going to be populated on that website on a weekly basis. Before, with the transition of me, being a young mother, it was difficult. But if you do join, you will see new videos beginning to populate. I think I did 2 videos last week that are on there now. This Saturday, I'm doing 2 new videos. So that is the virtual dance classes. Again, start and stop whenever you want. $35 a month. You can pay manually, or you can set up an automatic payments. Introduction to intermediate level lyrical, which is a combination of ballet, jazz, modern. There's some contemporary in there too. Also in the virtual dance class are flag classes. So there's one swing flag class, there is one small flag class, and I believe there's one regular size flag class. There's also going to be a large silk banner class as well. There'll be streamer classes in there. I mean, we're just going to do everything. And everything we do in the studio, we want to provide that for you virtually. So that is the virtual dance classes. Again, listen, guys, if you have any questions on any of the content, please feel free to feel free to just email, or I'm sorry, in the chat. Now, if you are watching this outside of the live time, email your questions to ccd.admissions@gmail.com. All right. So, all right, I'm just doing some checks here, checking on everything. All right. So let's move on to our next class or program. So we just got finished talking about our virtual dance classes, the mentorship program. This is something that is new to Christ Center. We rolled this out December, November-ish of last year. And it is, I can say that it was a step of faith. I've never personally mentored people outside of the CCD classes or the certification programs. So this was something new for me to create it. But when the Lord said, I want Christ Center to kind of shelter and mentor and coach people, because there's dancers out there that may not necessarily need the formalized training, but they need someone to have their back. They need someone to encourage them. They need someone that they can just go to and ask questions. They need someone that can just believe in them. And that's what this program is all about. One of the things that I did do in preparation for this program was I became a life coach. So I am a certified life coach, because, anything that I do, I want to make sure that I am, doing it legit and that I am doing it correctly. So with this particular program, it gives not only myself, but there's 2 other mentors an opportunity to really be hands-on in the development process of dance ministers and dance leaders. In the mentorship program, now there's multiple ways that that this program exists. Give me one second here. So this program offers weekly video coaching on our private Facebook group page. So the only people that have access to the page are the participants in the program. Now, it's normally myself or another mentor just doing maybe a 15, 20-minute teaching, coaching, mentoring Facebook live session, right? Now, you also can get personalized mentorship. So what that means is you would have someone that would call you, or you would set up an appointment and you would speak to that person on a monthly or a quarterly. I don't think anyone goes bi-monthly, like every other month, but they do go quarterly or monthly basis, um, for your private personalized mentorship. So you're going to have someone that you can ask questions, you can run things by, all of that. There's also a group. Another segment of it is the Zoom Nehemiah group meetings. The Nehemiah group is for those that are called to teach, those are called to start a dance ministry, called to start a dance school, called to, some type of leadership capacity, or to operate in the marketplace. If you're, going to be a writer, you're going to do conferences or anything like that, that group meets on a monthly basis via Zoom so that we can have some face-to-face dialogue, and we hash things out and talk about the practicalities of what you're doing or what you desire to do. And I've had a great time just coaching in that group and leading in that group, and also providing opportunities, which is important too. We not only want to kind of, kind of shoot you out there, but for those of you that are like, I'm called to do this, but I'm not ready, but I want experience. Well, within Christ Center, we can offer many opportunities for you to teach, to have some hands-on experience on workshop development, conference development, developing an online course, writing a book, all of that. We want to make sure that we have that for you guys. Now, for this program, we are asking for a monthly donation of just $15, and that goes directly to the individual coach. Like I said, in this program, there are 3 coaches. I'm myself. There is an evangelist. Evangelists are Andrea Forrest, as well as Minister Tracy Holland. So we are those who have a heart to teach and impart to people. We love to coach. We love to be there for people. We love to mentor, all of that stuff. So that is the mentorship program. And a lot of people don't know about it because it is kind of new to CCD. It really is. And I just changed my camera. It really is new to CCD. But it is something that we have been seeing, take off. So I'm just going to look over here. I just want to make sure I don't see any questions. All right. So let's now go to our next program. But yes, I love the mentorship program. If you're interested in the mentorship program, there is a form. There's a page on the CCD website that you just completed. It's a short application form. If you click on that particular page, the form will be there, or you can contact ccd.admissions. All right, now let's talk about our on-demand courses. These courses are like flying off the handles. I'm really, 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 and I'm so excited because these courses were developed just by let me just talk to you guys first. These courses were in my heart to do many years forward, not anytime now, like I'm in now. However, after I had my baby and the recovery time, because I had huge fibroids, and that's a whole nother testimonial. I had huge fibroids. They caused complications in not her, but in the delivery. She's fine. Complications through the pregnancy, though. And then afterwards, my healing process took a lot longer, and I was on bed rest a lot through the pregnancy. I had a lot of spare time on my hands and I couldn't do the things that I was physically used to doing. I'm telling you, let me tell you something. When God calls you to do something and one avenue closes, another one is right there. You know what I mean? Sometimes when we say yes to what God has called us to do, we believe it's going to happen one way. But when we say yes to God, we give him the liberty to bring the vision to pass any way he sees fit, right? And his way, the Bible says, is higher. His thoughts are higher and greater than ours. And he's able to do exceeding abundantly above all we can ask or think. So I always encourage people that, if you feel stuck or if you feel that your vision isn't coming to pass one way, listen, God has not forgotten you. There is another way that he's going to bring it to pass. You just have to open up your mind and open up your heart to receive the new that's coming into your life. So with these on-demand dance ministry courses, they were just birthed at a time when I was like, I can't physically teach. And the Lord put it on my heart. You can do it online. Pour your heart and soul into these online courses. Pour everything that is in you into these. And listen, guys, that's what these online courses are all about. They are from years of not only myself, but others that have, you know, that have sat with God and that have moved in ministry and that have had signs and wonders and just all of that. And we put these courses together for you. And there's so many. Now, these are only 3, but I believe there's about 7 of them. We have prophetic dance 1 and 2. We have flags and instruments. This is level 1, but level 2 is coming. We have Miriam's Arise, of course. We have the Dance Minister course, which is a very popular, powerful course. We also have a course on starting a dance ministry in your church that walks you through some steps and some procedures and gives you some encouragement and also gives you some resources and some tools that you can use to bless your dance ministry. But yeah, we also have a designing dance, a choreography level 1 course. Choreography level 2 is coming soon. But the on-demand courses, they are so simple. Listen to this. They are delivered to you via email. Once you pay for the course, you're going to get a confirmation of your payment, and then you're going to get another email within like 10, 15 minutes with your course link and password in it. Click on the course link, pop in that password, and boom, there is your course. It is beautifully laid out for you with videos, with downloadable, printable materials for you to use. It's at your, for completely free as well. And then upon successfully completing the course, you will have to take a short quiz. Listen, the quizzes are no longer than 10 questions. Some quizzes are 5 questions. Once you complete the course, within a week, you're going to get a certificate of completion for that course. Now, the prices for those courses varies. The prices are, between $25 and between I don't think there's one that's $100. I think the highest one is about, I want to say $60, $65. But those courses are powerful. And listen, you can take them at your leisure. Once you have the course, it's yours. If ever the password were to change, for instance, you try to log in and you can't, just email ccd.admissions@gmail.com and we'll send you the updated password. Sometimes we do change the password. It's not very often, but sometimes we do change the passwords. But yeah, listen, those online courses are so popular. They really, really are because they're so easy. You can, learn and grow at your leisure, at the comfort of your home, sitting on the floor, taking the course, listening to the videos, jotting down notes, following along in the printable course booklets that you have, and whatever articles are attached to that course. It is so convenient and you can access it. Listen, even on your phone, you can access the online platform because it's a web page. You can access it anywhere, which is awesome because we are so electronic and technology driven, which is why we're doing this webinar. Yeah. So, yes. So, those on demand courses, you can go on the CCD website and click on the tab on demand courses, and you will find all of the information and content there for you. All right. So, let's move on to our next course here and next program. And I think we're about to enter in to the programs that everyone asks about. And the programs that are the staple of the online platforms, which is dance ministry certification programs. This is where, guys, it all began for online at CCD. Let me just talk to you guys for a second. So, this is where it all began. What happened was, and I think it was in 2011. I'm sorry, I'm getting over something, so I'm coughing through this, but I think it was about 2011, and we were sitting, it was me and the CCD staff at the Philadelphia location. We had just moved to Philly. We had been in Philadelphia for about maybe a year. And we were sitting, and a lot of the instructors were very gifted, but had never either taught dance ministry concepts, or some had familiarity with dance ministry concept but did not know like the technicalities of teaching, like how to do a warm-up set, how to do a stretch set, what are the major muscle groups, how to choreograph, how to do a choreography outline, how to do a lesson plan, all of that stuff. And the Lord put on my heart, just teach them. If anyone has a desire to teach, and this is another thing too, if anyone has a desire to teach for Christ Center, just let them come and just train them. So this is not a commercial, but if you have a desire to teach and you're like, I really want to teach, contact us. We'll see what we can do for you. We do have some online teaching positions available. So anyway, that's how the online program started. They started on site in Philadelphia, and we met, me and it was 3 instructors at the time. We met on Saturday mornings for an hour before the regular group dance classes. We met for an hour, and we went through, and I developed, each week, because I was developing as I was going. Each week, I would add another thing, and then the month was over, and I was like, okay, well, this month we're going to talk about this. And the next month we're going to talk about this. And it just developed into the Dance Leadership Training Certification, which is the last program that we're going to be talking about. That program is very dear to my heart. But these programs are to give dignity to what we do. They are to bring a level of formality to what we do as well, but dignity. And it helps us to present ourselves in an excellent way when we tell someone that I have studied someplace. I'm not just one that, and there's nothing wrong with, because some dancers are like, the Holy Spirit just teaches me, and that's fine. But for those um, that will come, um, and I'm going to say this very carefully, the Lord did establish the fivefold ministry, and the teacher is a part of that. So being taught by someone, there's no, you shouldn't think down of yourself because you're coming to a school to get something formalized. We have dancers in our programs that have been dancing for 20, 30 years. We have dancers that are in these programs that have never danced at all. We have some people in these programs that are just starting off in dance leadership. And then we have some that are have been dance leaders and have had it, but have never, and said, I want to be formally trained. I want to have, some paper or a certification in my pocket. I want some people to know that I'm taking this ministry seriously. And if that is you, then let me walk you through the dance ministry certification programs here at Christ Center for Dance. The first program, which is our newly created program, it was birthed this year in that time. It is our liturgical dance studies program, specialized dance ministry training. This program is great for those that are looking for, that don't have a lot of time, that are like, okay, I don't have a lot of time. My finances are a little tight right now. Or, I just need liturgical dance. I just need, liturgical dance, the history of dance. I just need something. And I say that because, a lot of dancers come to us and they often ask us, what course should I take? I don't know what course to take. I always ask them, what is it that, like, what is your ultimate goal? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? What has God called you to do? Based off of how you answer those questions, that's how I would guide you. This course is great. Now, this course, and let me tell you about this course too. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to pull up, it's on the CCD website under dance certification programs. And if you click on, underneath the LDS program, it says more information. Guess what, guys? We have a class coming up December the 3rd, 2018. 4 weeks. This program is just 4 weeks. First week, you're going to get liturgical dance defined, dance history. Second week, you're going to journey through the Bible as in regards to dance, going through Hebrew, Greek definitions. That is one of my favorite weeks. And it's a week that we normally have to have 2 sessions of 2 live teachings because it goes long. Once we talk about Miriam and we talk about who she was and blah, 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 we talk about David, we talk about the situation surrounding him dancing, then we jump over into the New Testament and talk about the daughter of Herodes. Once we do all of that and then come back to Ezekiel and then talk about dance and then go to the prophets of Baal and Elijah, it's just power packed. Week 3, we talk about garments. We also talk about, and that garment lesson is not what you think it is. It's not, how to layer up and how to dress appropriately. It's not that. We also talk about flags and streamers and just do like an introduction to instruments. Then week 4, creative and prophetic choreography. We talk about prophetic ministry and we talk about a choreography process that will work for you. Now, in this program, you will receive live weekly teachings. Everything is done on Facebook Live. And then, excuse me. And then what we're going to do is start uploading it onto an online platform because there's some people that don't subscribe to Facebook. So we want to be flexible of that. For this course, the assignments are for this program, essays, quizzes that are done online, and there is one video assignment. We have had a lot of students that have absolutely loved this course. It is basically just like we're dialoguing. This is what it is. It is me talking to you. It is me, answering any of your questions that you may have regarding any of the content. And I like it because it gives me an opportunity to just teach and flow. It's not that there's anything wrong with how we do the other programs and courses. But I do like this program because though it's only 4 weeks, it gives me an opportunity to really be more hands-on with you and really teach the content. And depending on, who you're at, for instance, there's been some groups or cohorts that have taken the class that most of them were dance ministry leaders. So I addressed dance ministry leader, themes and topics. If it's dance ministers or those are just starting off in dance ministry, then I address it accordingly. So it's really a great hands-on course. Now, I didn't put the prices on the slides because depending on when you're viewing this, you know what I mean, the prices may change. Now, the registration fee for all of the programs is $25 for all of the programs. All right. So for this particular program, for right now, November 2018, the tuition is $100, $75. The entire package is $100. Now, if you have registered for this webinar, your registration fee is waived. So you only have to pay $75 if you're interested in hopping into this course and starting when? Next week, December the 3rd. This program is normally offered on a monthly basis. We did not offer one in November, but we are going to offer one in December 3rd. Listen, next week. Um, if you're asking, about the schedule, once you become a registered student for this program, you're going to receive an orientation video. Your orientation video is going to walk you through everything. You're going to get a handbook. You're going to get a schedule on when the Facebook Live sessions are going to be and when they will be uploaded and available on the online platform. All right. So even if you cannot make the live sessions, you can still view the content. Now, the great thing about this program as well is even the months going forward, say you graduated, but it's 2 months after you graduate and you wanted to go back and review, you will have access to the pages still. So you can go back and review and refresh yourself, all right? Because we don't want you to, this is just one building block in your education. Because we as dance ministers and prophetic dancers and creative artists, and however you term yourself, we are ever changing and ever growing as God reveals more about the ministry that He's called us into. All right. So let's move on to our next program. And let me switch my screens here. And we will go on to our next program. All right. So next we have, this one is our most popular program, DMT, Dance Ministry Training Certification. In this program, our dance leaders, our worship artists, our worshipers, our, those that have ministered for 20 years, those that have never danced at all, those that are starting off in dance ministry. This program attracts so many different people. It is a 6-month power-packed program. There are 6 courses in this program. This program is done via Google Classroom. Now, the great thing about Google Classroom is that you can download a Google Classroom app on your phone and you can access your courses, course content, everything from your mobile device. Not only from, of course, just your laptop or your computer, but on your mobile device. Google Classroom is so reputable and it is so easy to use. There's no additional hardware, software needed at all. You just have to download. If you're using it on your mobile device, you just have to download it. But if you're using it from a computer, it's just a link. Listen, you're going to get an invitation that invites you in. Click on the invitation and it takes you right into Google Classroom. Easy, easy. In Google Classroom, all of your assignments are there. Your video lectures are there, your assignments, all of your links, course content, everything is in Google Classroom. From oftentimes I'll go in there and post announcements just to check up on you guys in there. In Google Classroom, you do have the option to dialogue with each other in that classroom as well. That is, like I said, our most popular course. And that course actually it has changed recently. Recently we've added, and let me just bring the website up now and tell you that we've added some courses this year. This has been a great year. When I looked over the courses, because I don't believe, and this is just me and Christ Center, we just don't teach the same thing content. After, a couple years, it's time to change, right? It's time to see what else has God revealed to us that we can now share and impart to you. What has God, what new instructors do we have that have a fresh revelation or have something new that we've never seen that we can now give and impart to you? So in this program, the courses have changed. Our classes are now musical dance foundations, dance the liturgical dance theory, which that class is the same name, but it has changed a bit. Dance musicality, my husband and I teach that course. That course we're actually going to pull out and make it its own on-demand course because it is powerful. And there's so much in that course about how to tune your ears to hear the sounds of heaven and to dance. Oh my God. And to begin to allow your body to react to the sounds of heaven and have the prophetic sound come out of you. It's just there's so much in that course. Dance ministry genres where you learn about praise dance, interpretive dance, prophetic dance, flag ministry, and worship dance. Choreography development, which walks you through a process and has you look at choreography from a different and a fresh perspective. And warm up and stretch techniques, how to properly care for our body and prepare our body to dance, right? We cannot negate and neglect the physicality of what we do. So those courses are powerful, powerful courses. And it's all done, listen, in 6 months. 6 months, you will receive a diploma in liturgical dance studies, certified diploma from Christ Center for Dance. But more of that, more so than that, we've had so many great, powerful testimonies from dancers all across the world. This program has had the students that are in 9 different countries. They're so blessed by it, and we are so blessed to be a blessing, which is why we wanted to change and add some new things into this. Now, for right now, registration fee again is $25, but if you registered for this webinar and registration fee is waived, each course is $45. All right. Now, for the courses and all of that, the structure and all of that, the course for all of them, for the DLT and this particular program, 1-year leadership program and 6 months program, your tuition is due before the first class day. Now, don't worry. Once you become a registered student, each program has its own orientation, walks you through everything. Walks you through each program has its own handbook, and we walk you through the entire process to make sure that you understand everything that is required of you. The good thing about this particular course as well is all your assignments are due the last day of the course. So it's really self-paced. If you only have time to, do your homework on 1 week, then you can knock it all out. We don't suggest that, but hey, if your schedule is like that, you have the flexibility. All of your course assignments, again, are due the last day of each course. So once you have access to the course, just make sure, we recommend the first week, just make sure you can access everything, make sure you understand everything, and then at your leisure, do the assignments. Easy peasy. So let's move on to, we're almost done, our final program. And let me just switch my screens out here. All right. I think next time I do the webinar, I'm going to use a mouse because it'll make it more like fluid. All right. So this program used to be a 2-year program. It is now a 1-year leadership program. 12 courses, 1 year. 12 courses, 1 year. This program is for those that are called into dance leadership. Now, some people ask, I'm not a dance leader. Should I take this course? Do you believe that God is going to call you into a leadership capacity? If the answer is yes, then we recommend you take the course. What is the difference between this course and the 6-month course? We get that question a lot. It really is that one program is designed for leaders and the other program is designed for your personal dance ministry. Okay. Now, can a dance leader take the 6-month course? Yes, but we recommend that if you're in the leadership capacity, that you take the specialized dance ministry training course. Now, what I What I love about the program, and I'll just be perfectly honest with you. But let me just go over this first, and then I'll talk to you guys. So essays, essay assignments. There's quizzes. There's video assignments. There are a lot of video assignments. I think there's about one per course because we want to make sure that you're comfortable teaching the content. Now, it's very easy. Again, we use Google Classroom for this platform as well. You will receive an invitation via Google Classroom. Click on the link, boom, you have access into the course. All of your course material is there, course content, printable workbooks, handbooks, all of that. Now, for this particular program, the prices do vary per course. Some of the prices are $65. Some of the prices are I think there's one that's 25 and the rest are $45. The difference in the price is the materials given. So, and some of the courses are longer. So some of them are 2 months and then some of them are 1 month, but there is material that we've actually purchased for you for that particular course. So that's why the price changes. But normally the price is going to be $45. Like I said, there's a few that are 65 a month. Now, the thing that I love about this course, and I know that there's a lot of there are a lot of great courses and programs out there for leaders. I like it because when I was led to put it together, it was everything that I felt that I lacked when I entered into dance ministry and teaching dance. So when I entered into dance ministry, I danced. I was a dance minister for maybe like 3 years, and then I became a leader. So I was a leader very early, and I started dancing as an adult. So I had to train as an adult. So I started off at a small dance school. The Lord gave me tremendous favor that I there was a small dance school where where I worked, and I didn't have a car at the time, and it took me 2 hours to get to work on public transportation, and I would have to walk 3 blocks from the bus stop to my job. So as I was walking, I would walk past the small dance school every day, and I was like, "Hmm, and I just felt, let me just go in there and ask, can I just look at a class? And she said, well, because they're children, we don't have people come and look. But what is it that you're looking for? And I told her, I'm going to be starting a dance ministry at my church, and I've never taught dance before. And I want to make sure I'm teaching right. It just in me that I need to make sure that I was teaching dance right. She said, well, you know what? I can always use an assistant. Would you consider being my assistant? And I'm just checking to see if you guys have any questions. Um, or you have, do you have, she said, would you consider that? And I said, absolutely. And she said, twice a week, you can come and you can take the classes, but be in them at the same time. So I was in classes with 6 and 7 year olds, learning basic ballet, learning basic jazz, learning tap, learning hip hop, learning. And I stayed with her, and then she gave me my own class. And, that's really how I started and how I got trained in how to teach dance. And then I went to other programs and, workshops and, different things that were non-Christian, because in my area, I couldn't find anything that was Christian that could help me. And listen, that's how I put the program together. So this program consists of things that I lacked or that I wish I had. The first course, I'm just going to go through all the 12 courses. God has need of you. It's really a word of encouragement to you to know that you, as a dance minister and a dance ministry leader, you are needed. You are needed. You are a part of God's end time plan. And for you to accept the call to teach and impart to others is something unique and special, and it's something that you should honor and embrace. Teaching and imparting to others is another course, because one of the things that I lacked is I didn't understand the teaching gift, and I didn't understand, what it was to teach and what it was to impart, and the requirement, and how people see you differently once you teach, and the responsibility and all of that. Liturgical dance theory. We talk about dance in culture and sorry, my baby's crying. Dance in culture and how important dance is to particular cultures. And you look at that and you research that. And then we think about what should be the culture of a liturgical dancer. What should be the culture and the mindset of someone that operates in the kingdom of God in dance ministry. Then we go to dance biblical foundations because there's some dancers that have never looked at the scriptures regarding dance and just really taking that time and getting that biblical perspective. So we take the time and do that. Liturgical dance foundations. We talk about liturgy. What is liturgical dance? Purpose of dance ministry. We talk about preparing for dance ministry. We talk about caring for your body, your temple. We talk about being called to dance, all of that. Dance ministry genres. Again, this course is also taught in the 6-month course, but and when it's taught in the leadership course, it's taught for 2 months because you need to grasp the concept and then be able to teach and impart it. We talk about prophetic dance, praise dance, worship dance, flag ministry, and interpretive dance. Next course, which is offered in the 6-month program as well, dance musicality. Talk about hearing the sounds of heaven and how to tune your ears to hear music from heaven. Dance terminology, a great course where we go over some of the most commonly used dance terms, so that as you're teaching, you actually have the terminology to back it up. All right. We talk about that. We also talk about teaching dance, just practicalities of teaching dance, just practical things that, again, that I had to learn at a dance school. How to teach, how to formulate a dance class, how to do a lesson plan, how to structure my warm up, how to structure how long should it be, all of that. And this is geared for those that are not only dance ministry leaders, but those that are going to be liturgical dance instructors. All right. So you may teach in a church, but you may teach outside of a church. That's what this program is geared to, both. All right. Warm up and stretch techniques as well. What is a warm up? What is a stretch set? What should it be? Different types of stretching, different types of warm ups, all of that, which is what we need. Again, things that I didn't have. Choreography development. This is a 2-month course. It gives you practical techniques and strategies. Of course, our primary objective is to, release the choreography that's locked up in heaven on earth. But this will give you some strategies and some kingdom strategies on how to do it and some practical things that you can do as well. And last, starting a dance ministry. I may add on to that to do workshops as well, just to start people off, give you some foundationals. If you want to do workshops, this is a blueprint how to do it. If you're starting a dance ministry, there's already a blueprint there. If you're starting a dance school, this is the blueprint for their online classes, all of that. So that's what this program is. And more information, more detailed information is available on the CCD website. The total cost, again, registration fee is $25, but if you signed up for the webinar, no registration fee. So let's see what our last slide is. And I don't see any questions thus far. And I want to remind you of the admissions email, ccd.admissions@gmail.com. Sorry, that is the email that you would submit any questions that you have to regarding any of the programs, regarding any of the on-demand courses, the virtual dance classes, or even the mentorship program. All right. So let me just go back. So we talked about today, virtual dance classes, $35 a month, start and stop when you please. Mentorship program, we talked about that. That's all done on Facebook and on the phone, on Zoom. That's $15 donation a month. on-demand courses, prophetic dance, flag, starting a dance ministry, choreography, dance ministry training courses. All of that is on the CCD website. Prices vary. Then we have our certification programs, our 4-week program, Liturgical Dance Studies Certificate program, our 6-month diploma program, and our 1-year dance leadership training program. So I hope and pray that you found this informational webinar useful. And I am so looking forward to seeing all of you that are watching this registering. Now, this video is being shot in November 2018. Currently, the programs are all 3 of the certification programs are accepting students. Um, the 6-month and the 1-year program accepts students multiple times a year. All right. The 4-week program normally accepts students once a month. All right. So if you're viewing this, maybe in February 2019, then just look on the website for the date for when the next programs are going to be. But normally, again, the 4-week program is a monthly. The 6-month program is normally 3 times a year. And the leadership program normally opens up twice a year. All right. So I hope to see you guys soon. If you have any questions, please email ccd.admissions@gmail.com. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.